Alright guys, ZFR back here again today. I know you guys have to be excited about episode 77 of Dragon Ball Super as much as I am. The universe survival arc has finally began, and now we are all excited for the upcoming, now known as the Tournament of Power. So pretty much a lot of stuff happened in this episode. There were a lot of really big things in this episode, but if you paid really close attention, there were also a lot of small things that you might have missed that are foreshadowing some future events. And I'm not just talking about the Omni King thing. I'm talking about some other very small things throughout the episode. So the episode, I'm just going to kind of run through the episode really quickly and kind of give my thoughts on all the different scenes and stuff. I'm going to try to do as quickly as possible. And I'm going to give you guys my review score. So the episode starts off with Goku at the market, which I like that. Like, this definitely didn't feel like a bottle episode. I like how Dragon Ball Super recently has been really giving us a lot of mixture in these episodes. Like in this episode, we got to see a little bit of Goku's day-to-day life and activities. We got to see a little bit of Goten. We got to see a little bit of Vegeta and Bulma, what's going on with them. A little bit of Whis and Beerus. A little bit of the Grand Priest, Omni King, the Kaiohens. Like, we got to see a lot this episode. I feel like they put it all together in a way that didn't feel rushed, that didn't feel messy. I really like the structure of this episode overall. So yeah, this is one thing I had to praise it on really quickly. But yeah, episode starts out with Goku heading back home after selling some goods at the market. He's got some money, Chi-Chi's gonna be happy. And on his way back, these dudes try to rob him. They have the whole my car broke down side road scam set up, and they try to rob him when he gets out to help. But it being Goku, he beats him up. And I know a lot of people are freaking out about like him getting the little scar on his arm from the bullet. Like, and here's my thing, like, before anyone freaks out about that anymore, like, I always thought it was something like where they had to have their guard up in order to do all this awesome stuff, like hold back all these different attacks. And if you had your guard down, then you would be more vulnerable. Like, I'd always thought that's how they kind of portrayed it in Dragon Ball. So I really was confused why people were pissed about this or were calling BS on this, because I feel like they've always kind of somewhat betrayed that if you have your guard up, like, I don't know, maybe you're focusing your energy into protecting yourself a little more. If you had it down, you're more vulnerable to attacks. But I didn't think it was a big deal. But anyway, so the episode continues on for a little bit. Goten and Goku actually end up sneaking out, to go train with Whis, which is interesting. Goten almost went to train with Whis. Like, that could be foreshadowing something. But, I'm just saying, like, and Trunks wanted to go too, but he couldn't because, the stuff with Bowman, which we're getting ready to talk about. But yeah, and let's just talk about Goten for a quick second. In the beginning of this episode, you notice that Goten is kind of, in a way, babysitting his father. He's kind of ahead of his father when it comes to proper manners and just respect and just thinking in general. Like, not calling Goku dumb. Goku actually did seem a lot smarter in this episode. It felt like we got Goku from Dragon Ball Z in this episode, instead of the one we've been getting with Dragon Ball Super, where he does seem a little more dumb, like at times. Like Goku was never the brightest apple, but like in Dragon Ball Super, sometimes it's like, alright, hang on, we've passed this phase now. Like, we passed this back in Dragon Ball. So yeah, like, I feel like Goku was a little bit smart in this episode, but Goten, you could tell Goten's, like, Chi-Chi making Goten study and become a educated person and stuff like that. You could tell that that's starting to take effect, because he's just I don't know how to explain it. He just seemed a little more mature than he usually is in this episode, and they've been kind of foreshadowing that for a couple episodes too. They kind of did that not last week in the Krillin episode, but the Krillin episode before that. So yeah, I feel like they are definitely foreshadowing once again the time skip is incoming for Goten and Trunks to grow up a little bit. However, I do think that's going to be after the tournament. So moving on, they get the Capsule Corp, and boom, Bulma is pregnant. That's right, she's pregnant. And pretty much like Goku's like Goku being Goku. I expected this from Goku. He was like, "Oh, you're eating too much, ha ha ha," and like, man, Goten, like I said, like he's just so much ahead of his father at this point and stuff like this. Like he realizes instantly, so he knows, he's educated. That's all I'm trying to say there. But yeah, Bulma's pregnant. But this is the big one, guys. Bra is finally coming, or how would they say her name? The other way, Bola. Like, she's finally coming, whoever you want to call her. I'm just going to stick to Bra because I know that's right. I can't remember if the other one's right or not. But anyway, so she's finally going to be coming to the show. Yes, before anybody asks, she was younger than Pan. I know that is a huge thing GT managed to screw up, and even in the Dragon Ball, because she still looked older there. But that is the case. She is younger. She always has been. They just grew it in a stupid way that made her look older. Hopefully they don't do that again in Super. I'll be salty. But yeah, one thing that I thought was awesome to see in this episode also is like Goku and Bulma sitting together talking at the table. You really forget how far Goku and Bulma go back. Like, Goku and Bulma are the original two characters of the entire series. The series began with them. Like, they were the first two characters we saw on screen, the first two characters we saw interact with each other. This series begins with these two. So yeah, I think it's really awesome just to kind of look at them now and just think back to everything they've gone through together and stuff. So yeah, moving on, awesome thing I know everybody's going to be talking about is Vegeta. He doesn't want to go train. He doesn't want to leave Bulma's side. And Goku's like, why not? And he's like, didn't you see her? She's pregnant. She'll never forgive me if I go training at a time like this. And that is something that's big for Vegeta. Like, Vegeta, like, think about when Trunks was first born. Like, Vegeta didn't care. Like, you know, he was off in space training all day, all night. Like, didn't come back for months. So this is big for Vegeta. And even when Trunks was born, he just didn't care, like, for a long time until after future Trunks left, I guess. But yeah, man, listen, like, this is a massive character shift for Vegeta, and I like it. He's definitely a family man now. He's definitely more of a family man than Goku. But do I think he's going to let this, you know, hold him back from still, you know, doing his Saiyan thing and going to train, getting stronger? No, he's still going to do that, but he's more of a family man with it now. But anyway, moving on to the next part of this episode, when Whis finally arrives and takes Goku to Beerus's planet. You know, they talk for a while. Beerus realizes Goku has a scratch. Goku tells him he's been rusty. So, and I do agree that, like, if they're trying to say, like, that because Goku hasn't fought anybody in a while, that's the whole reason that Bullet actually managed to hurt him, then yes. When I saw that, like once again, going back this really quickly, when I saw that, I took that as Goku just not having his guard up enough to, you know, properly deflect the bullet, and that's why he got the scratch. But, yeah, he trains with Whis, and a lot of people were predicting that Goku was a lot stronger in this episode because he deflected that blast from Whis, which I thought I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of surprised a lot of people actually thought that. Like that seemed really like kind of a stupid thing to think to me. Like obviously Whis is holding back because I'm pretty sure has Whis fought Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form. Well, he's never impressed with it, so you know he's stronger than that. So yeah, obviously Whis was holding back from that blast. That was like a day. That was like as soon as you saw that scene kind of thing for me. So I don't know how some people thought that meant Goku was so much stronger or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Goku wants to do the tournament. He wants the big tournament that the Omni King promised. Beerus and Whis are like, no way, leave it alone. The Omni King's too predictable, and Goku is pretty much like the Omni King in a way. He's like so naive to the point where it's dangerous. Like, he does not. I don't think Goku's comprehend that the Omni King has murdered billions upon billions of people. Like, he's destroyed how many universes now? It's just not a good idea to get involved with him. But Goku says he's gonna do it anyway. Beerus threatens to kill him. That's right, Beerus threatens Goku, puts his hand in his face like he did Zamasu and the Ghost Guy from that Rayleigh episode, and he's getting ready to destroy him. But Goku tricks him, you know, acts like he's throwing the button away, still has it in his hand, presses the button, he's gone. And I'm just going to talk about the Great Priest really briefly. I do think the Great Priest could be the villain of this arc. But I will say this, I don't think it's as simple as him being a villain. I think there's more to it. I have heard some really interesting theories about like the Omni King somehow from Future Trunks' timeline somehow being fused with Zamasu and stuff. And these aren't spoilers, don't worry. These are just really popular theories right now. But you know, like I don't know, like I've heard a bunch of stuff. And if you listen to the song that they came up with for the ending and stuff, like it's kind of foreshadowing a lot. But anyway, a lot of people were talking about this next scene in the previews when the Omni Kings raised their hand, and one is kind of shocked that the other one did it. A lot of people were thinking that this was the present Omni King getting shocked at the fact that he's being copied by the future Omni King. That actually isn't what happened. This was the future Omni King being surprised, being shocked that he didn't do the same thing as the present Omni King, and he actually copies him. So, in my opinion, that makes it different. That kind of adds some foreshadowing because obviously the future Omni King is thinking a little bit differently already. And I think that's definitely foreshadowing some stuff there. So, yeah, for the most part, I think we're going to see some crazy stuff come up in this arc. But the episode ends with the Great Priest coming to Supreme Kai's world where everybody went, including Goku, Beerus, Whis, all of them. So he reads the scroll. The tournament is announced as the Tournament of Power. And he gives them the date and stuff. And for anybody confused, I definitely think they're going to have some time before the tournament starts. I think it's definitely going to be like at least a month or two or something like that before they start the tournament. So I definitely do think Bulma's going to have the baby before the tournament. That is my big prediction. I think it's gotta be because, like she said, she's ready to go any day soon. Like the baby's gonna come any day now. So yeah, there's no way she's having that kid after the tournament. It's either going to be before the tournament or during it. But I'm going for before since she's already so far into the pregnancy. So anyway, guys, I give this episode a 7.5. If you want, you can definitely bump this up to an 8 or higher because I see why this is a great episode. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave likes and comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We are almost to 170 subscribers. I can't wait to get there. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one. ZFR out, guys.